Good evening, everyone. Please welcome to the first episode ever of Into the Spotlight. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so thrilled, excited, amazed. Oh my God, this is possible, and we made it. After 3 years in the making, today I can say officially, welcome to Into the Spotlight English Speaker Only. I'm so excited. So, everybody, if you don't know me, my name is Hector Vega. I will be your host of this first ever season of Into the Spotlight for English Speaker Only. And also, I invite you directly so you can follow us on our social media platform and Into the Spotlight TV and Facebook, at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube and Spotify. So we have all social media platform available for you. Um, my God, I'm so excited. I'm just receiving this energy because our guest tonight, it is one of my greatest friend and also iconic and a chismosa. So we have like a lot of chismes gossiping. If you don't know like what I mean in Spanish. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a talk show or podcast you ever heard. This is entertainment and an interview. So today we're gonna do that. And for the first time, we're gonna do the first segment on the night. It's called the What's Up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WhatsApp, December 19, 2023. Today, in what is happening in the world, what is going on. So, today, December 19th, first of all, for everybody is having a birthday today. Happy birthday to you guys. We're going to celebrate today because actually, tonight we have a special surprise for you guys because our guest is celebrating something too. So we're gonna have that further on this interview. But today we are celebrating National Emo Day. Today, December 19th, we celebrate National Emo Day, and also we celebrate National Hard Candy Day. So everybody will have like problem with your gums. This is your opportunity to get it more done. you know it's very excited too. So also is what is going on in the social media and the streaming platform. So today, I think tomorrow in the social media, Disney Plus will be releasing Percy Jackson and the Olympians. The series will be available on Disney Plus tomorrow, December 20th. Look at it. It's very excited. Will be available I think at 12. Yep, 12. So it will be available, guys. The story, it is related of the books. So everything you watch, the movie that you watch prior of that is not related to this series. We'll be considering it's going to be a 21 episode series. So guys, I'm very excited to watch it. I read the books and will be amazing. With have a special cast. We're gonna talk about that later. But also an MAC and Caribbean and Cinemark. Wonka has been released this past week, so if you don't watch it, Timothy is there. We talked about that last week, but this week we're gonna put it also in the social media, so you can have it and have all the full details. But now, ladies and gentlemen, no further ado. This was the WhatsApp of Into the Spotlight TV. Well, oh my God, I'm so excited because now we having a special guest, and I'm very honored to have her here in our show. Ladies and gentlemen, please give you a round of applause to our guest, Amanda Paolicelli. Come on, girl.
Hi, how are you, Chismoso? What's
How are
up?
you, Chismosa? Welcome to Into the Spotlight first episode. Thank you so much
Yes,
to
thank
be.
you.
Thank you
Thank you
for
for
joining
having me.
me.
I really appreciate it.
I'm so excited. We have a lot to talk. We have a lot to discuss tonight
Yes,
because
yes, we do.
we having a lot of conversations. First of all, is because you're tribalizer, you are entrepreneur, and also iconic. And that is the
Yes.
thing we are here tonight because you have something iconic to announce today. But before everything, I want to
hmm
know who is Amanda Paolicelli and when start this journey about everything, like writing. But first of all, because you're a blogger, but also writing and inspiring and motivating people.
Yeah. So by the time this airs, it'll be National Amanda Day, which is my birthday. So I'll be 25.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
I
I thought we were
know.
gonna leave it for a surprise.
No, I mean, you might as well just get it off the bat, right? It's National Amanda Day. Like, let's go.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm just your average 25-year-old girl who decided to share her life on the internet to inspire and impact others on their journey of self-love, self-healing, and self-discovery. Because I think in my chapter of 24 is when I really learned so much about myself and really came into my own and dared to be iconic, which started it all. And I knew since I was a little girl, like little Amanda, I may be small, but I have some big dreams. And the first thing I've always said to people was, I'm going to be a star. I'm going to impact and inspire others by my work. And I'm going to build an empire. And that's what I'm doing.
And actually, it's very interesting because besides that, you have another ambition, and that ambition is gonna come true. That's like Landon. Right, so.
Oh, Lando Norris. Yes, so if anyone doesn't know, I'm the biggest F1 fan. I love Formula One. And Lando Norris is my favorite driver. I just love his platform about mental health advocacy, especially in a field that is so male dominated, and mental health isn't really spoken about. And Lando really took it as one of the youngest drivers on the grid when he first started out to talk about his mental health struggles and how we need to start normalizing that conversation specifically for men and for athletes in the field. And that's something that I really take to heart. And yeah, I love Lando. I think he's great and he's talented and he's a
So,
great platform.
I love this because on my first episode in a Spanish speaker, I brought a person that grew up with me in Spanish, and she was kind of same, by
Okay.
the same energy as you. And when I met you, and we're gonna tell this story, we're gonna share this story about how we met. I live in Orlando right now, and I work for a haunted house. It's called House Screen at SeaWorld. And this person and woman, and especially chismosa, and we started together, and I was part of her team. And actually, I saw her iconic behavior and potential, because it's like this is mesmerized to see a person with
Thank
such
you.
energy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm definitely one of a kind. That's for sure. You won't find anyone else like me. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
generally it's, you know what the thing is, like people have a good energy, and people have been through situations in life.
Yeah, trials and tribulations.
Yeah, they have this journey in life, but they have a good way to see life and how to
Hmm.
be the outcome, to be motivated. And
Yes.
the thing that I saw about you, it was that it's like, I know she has something to tell. And right away that you told your story, it was like, it's very engaging, because you actually, I told you in that moment that we have
Hmm.
something similar, and we're going to talk about that more later. But
Yeah.
is more about the genuinely appreciation that you are like a person. You are very good with everybody. You want to everybody feel okay. You want to everybody start laughing with no reason. You want to, even is for your own persona. It is actually something that delivered as a human being, and that's something
Hmm.
that I appreciate you. And I just very pleased that you are in my life right now and be part of this, is because I saw your energy, and I want to people know this story about everything you're doing, and also how
Thank you.
you
I
become to
appreciate
this.
it. Yeah, no, it took a lot of work to get into like who I am right now. I mean, I always had this confidence about me and this like idea of who I want to be and how I portrayed it. Like that has not changed. Like if you ask my parents,
No.
we this Amanda has always been here, this type of energy. However, being so comfortable and confident in my skin has definitely been a process. And that hasn't really come to fruition fully of coming into my own until this last year of 24, which we'll speak about later in it. And if you
So
haven't, it's on my
this is
blog.
the thing.
So
Is like,
yeah.
so when you were a kid,
Yes.
what was your dream to become to?
Well, I always said I want to be a star and I'm going to win an Oscar. That is
Acting.
still accurate. So Yes, I am an actress as well.
Okay,
I
so
do.
yeah,
I
you
prefer to be in
actually, yeah,
film.
well, yes, you're an actress because we met we met in the acting field, but professionally, you're an actress.
Yes.
So this thing about everything you building up for the past year through now
hmm
has been actually a motivation to gain your character, or is more like about how people can feel related with a real story being you.
Yeah, I think so. As an actress, we are actors, I should say, in general. We are all storytellers by trait, by nature, right? And I knew that when I was little, I just loved to tell stories. And I thought my main goal in life of how to impact people would be through acting. However, not when I grew up, because acting is still a passion of mine, it's still my dream, it still is my career. However, once I started doing all this work on myself, I realized the world is so much bigger and beautiful than I had realized. And I can have multiple different dreams in my life. So for me, I knew I always am really good at hyping people up, and I'm always a good motivator. And I overshare. That's one of my superpowers in life. I love oversharing and helping my friends out and giving the lessons. And by coming into my own, I realized, wow, I can really make a difference by just being myself and sharing my story, because I have lots to say. So why not share it to the world, even if it may not be the popular opinion?
Of
I'm still
course,
being authentic to who I am and
of
sharing what
course.
I'm learning, because there's not many young 20 somethings out there talking to the average young 20 something about figuring out who you are in your early 20s and how to heal from heartbreak and how to level up your life.
So the thing is right now is that you're highlighting something very important in the society. It is more the
hmm
mental health issue that we have right
Yes.
now. This is contemporary world. Um,
hmm
that's how everything started in 2024. You start and no few, like more few weeks ago. You start doing Dare to Be Iconic,
Yes,
but
October 10th, 2023.
2020. So this is that was at the beginning, right? That was like actually
It was 2 months ago officially launched.
officially
Yes,
launched. Yeah, it launched. But you
October
have the
10th.
whole idea of over a year of what was how it was
So
this.
that's actually really funny that you asked that, because I was looking back at my journals and I had been manifesting this idea of this lifestyle wellness brand of how to empower people. And I, to quote, said for others to embrace their most iconic selves. And it had to have the word icon or iconic in it. I had said that since January. And I remember texting two of my best friends that that's what I want to do and I should do it. But I had this fear of being seen, and I had so many excuses. I was like, oh, too much is going on in my career. Too much is going on. I can't really venture out and try this. I need to focus on acting. I need to focus on my full time job. I can't do that. And then it really took me getting laid off from my full time job to do some self reflection and self introspection of what do I want to do career wise? Because by the time I got laid off, it was in August of 2023, and I had been there for 3 years. Um, and we were also in the middle of an actor strike. So I was like, okay, what are we going to do now? And then the wheels started turning, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been wanting to do. And this is the opportunity. It just presented itself. And it was in perfect time, because I had at least 2 months, a month, really, if we're going to be honest, to put it onto my deadline of I want it to release on October 10th, because that date is very important to me.
Why iconic? Why that
Why
word?
iconic?
Yeah, why?
That's so interesting. I was actually trying to think, why did I want the word iconic? And I just remember saying it so much during Halloween season to my friends after my breakup, which was really the start of this whole movement. Um, and I just kept saying it. And that's what people knew me for saying, like iconic, 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 like literally, like I would always say it. I don't know where it started. That's the frustrating thing. I don't know how I picked it up in my vernacular,
Let me help
but
you
I
out.
did.
Let
And
me
now
help
here
you
we
out with
are.
that. So the word, because we talk about this about bringing definitions and meanings about words. So iconic is related to or of the nature of an icon, regarded as a representative symbol or as a worthy of veneration. Veneration. Sorry. This is actually very interesting because it say relating to or of the nature of an icon. So the question is, do you found somebody as a reference, or it was actually an
No.
event? That was
It
curious
definitely
question.
wasn't like I wasn't referencing anyone. I didn't have anyone in mind, to be honest with you. I think it really starts from how I view myself. And since I was a very little girl, little Amanda always said, I am a star. And I think star morphed into icon because I have this energy about me that I really think, like, no, I know I am a star and there's something special in me, but there's also something special in every single person. And we need to really embrace that iconic energy that we have in ourselves and be our most authentic versions of ourselves in everyday life.
So actually,
So
you're
yeah, that's
you're
where
not.
it came from.
So actually, it's not too far from the second one, because it's more about a representative symbol as a worthy of veneration. So that means that under your own experience, you got something that you related to be iconic, and how powerful that word has become
Mm-hmm.
during the process of your journey. That
Mm-hmm.
I want to take more details about how this start, about there to be iconic,
Of course.
um
Yeah, I love to.
and how confidence, because confidence is one thing, experiencing another thing, and transcendent is another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you transcending is because you acknowledge that you're confident, but the confidence is that you need to grieve about your story. How dare to be iconic rise during the process? What was the
Yeah,
event, or what was the causing of that?
of course. So for me, my first blog post is actually about the catalyst that made me want to start this whole movement. So for anyone who hasn't read my blog yet, go check it out. It's amazing. But basically, my first blog post is about my why. And my why is basically that my boyfriend of 3.5 years broke up with me out of nowhere by leaving a letter in a box at my front door. And I never heard from him again. And for a while, I really took how he treated me and the words he wrote me as in that letter, in that breakup letter, as truth. And I started seeing myself as the villain in his story. And I was wallowing in self pity. And I got to a point where I was so tired of running from everyone. I was so tired of being embarrassed because I really just let how he treated me define how I saw myself. And I was like, no, I need to change. And that breakup was on October 10th, 2022. So 2 months later, when we were, getting down to those New Year's resolutions, I was like, I want to change my life and I want to choose myself for the first time in my life. There's things that I want to work on that I never let myself work on because I was so involved in a relationship. But now this is my time to be selfish and make myself a priority. So my word for 2023 was me. I'm going to do everything that I need to do to better myself and become a better version of me. And everything that I do will go back to me. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. And I wanted to change my life, so I did. And so for the whole year, I was in this self-love, self-healing, self-discovery journey of coming into who I am today. And so on October 10th, 2023, I released my blog, Dare to Be Iconic, to reclaim the day of my breakup because it was the catalyst and the wake up call I needed to change my life and step into my power.
Something that I love about your first post, but we're gonna be explaining more details more further. But you
Yeah.
put this quote: "Are you ready to embrace your iconic self?" Iconic
Yes.
self. It is very embrace it, but in the same time, the story that you told already about your ex partner leaving you with no reason, it is very like, how do you found you know found professional services for this, I know, but how do you work in this building and structuring all your ideas to gather every details or any kind of tools to help people to get through any information?
Mhm. I'm a writer. I love to write. I love to write notes. I was that girl at school who wrote everything down, every single thing down. So in therapy, I took it like school because I really wanted to change my life and I really wanted to feel better. That was the main thing. I wanted to literally just change my mindset about things because I was just so, this is all happening to me. I didn't see it as a positive opportunity for growth. So I just took everything down like homework. And then when I got laid off, I had a lot of great mentors and colleagues that really helped me figure out my voice and how I wanted to contribute to the world. And so I had one, Sarah Losi, that really sat down with me multiple times and was like, "What does your brand say about you? Go through this exercise." And then I read my journal, and then everything just came back together. And that's how we got here. I made it into a self-help blog because it's a step process to come into who you are, you know?
And actually, every post that you do is something very special because it tells something with the honesty of what you're thinking, and the first person, second person, and it's like you are actually in the living moment, telling to people like everything vivid that you process in that moment, and in that event, sorry, and that's how you bring you to the reality. Something that I will be highlighting. This is a part of your first um blog. It's called imperfectly iconic and symphony of growth, grace, and authenticity.
Yes.
Something that I do love about this one is this sentence is called failure, imperfection, and grace are the messy symphony of hues that make my journey worth savoring.
Yes.
I want to bring this, and I didn't tell you this, but I want to bring this. I always have a problem with the word failure. For
Hmm.
me, I feel like that break me so much. What do you for you, how you outcome that, and how you motivate yourself when somebody tell you that you are a failure?
Yeah, so failure is a tricky word, right? I mean, it has so much weight to it, right? We all think of it in a negative connotation, but let's challenge it in a positive way, right? The fear of failure is something we all have, right? We are all scared of failing. But my point with this post, and that's why it was so hard for me to write this one, because I don't like to admit that I'm not perfect and that sometimes I mess up and make mistakes. I don't like admitting that, especially to the internet. But we have to, in order to want to be a better version of ourselves, we have to embrace our imperfections and our failures because that's where we learn. And when you learn, you grow.
You know what is curious? I do have a opportunity to open myself right now because it's something that I still working, and it is in general, and I did have something similar, and I think worst than your story is when my ex partner decides to make decisions without my concern, and but he used a lot the word of fail. You are a failure.
Mhm.
That word, since I was a kid, have a lot of power over me. I don't know. It doesn't matter how much I just been through life and how much I achieve as a person. If you mention that word with no reason and no purpose, he have this that word have the same effect every time that I just want to become something or I want to move on to do something else. That is my reason I ask you this question because in the present of today, I'm still having struggling with that word. It is
Yeah.
it has been very powerful and helped me to guide a little bit more on my way of thing when I just read that in your blog the first time you sent it to me. And then when they were released, I was like, oh, I don't understand more, but still, do you had that triggery moment when you was writing that or that word come into your mind?
I knew when I was setting up my blog schedule because everything builds off each other, right? We're building up a program almost of some sort that everyone can pull universal lessons from, right? And I knew failure and imperfection and grace was one I really wanted to tackle. And so when it came to this one, it allowed me to be more vulnerable than I've ever been in any of my posts so far. And I think I just really had to embrace it. And it was really scary, but I just had to do it in order for me to continue healing. Because healing, like I mentioned beforehand in my blog, it's a roller coaster and it's kind of a continuous journey, you know? So, like for me, combating that fear of failure, I need to own it. And now the next stage of owning it is to share it on the internet, of course, you know?
After 2 years of the event, after a year of
A
thinking
year
about
of
it
the
and
event.
working about it,
Mhm.
and now in the present when you release it, so you have three steps of three phases of conquering something during this journey of, for example, I'm not gonna say fail because right now you are in the success mode. You are being released, but you had a different three fears in that moment.
Hmm.
How did I feel that three phases in your life?
I think failure is always going to be something that I struggle with, but I just need to remember that I need to lean back on my support system and that I do have all the tools in order to succeed.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that, because not only me, other people can actually feel related, can feel identify in that, and like I'm making the question because I even myself like I self sabotage myself like a lot when it comes with words or actions by people or even by myself. It is more
Hmm.
like how you conquer that and how you acknowledge the reality of the
Yeah.
good things and the bad things.
Mhm. I think that's what was really important about this post specifically is that we need to just own them, write them down, and embrace it.
Own them and write it down and embrace it.
Yeah,
It
because
is.
every failure, right? Every lesson, they all connect. We're all learning.
It's one of the quotes that coming into my mind when you say that is like Miley Cyrus is like the mountain can be high, but the hills is amazing.
Mhm,
It is that's the thing is coming right now. Is like doesn't matter how much is you're struggling during the process of your journey. Is like
mhm,
acknowledge the good moment. It's like and that's something that I need to work about me too. It's like I need to acknowledge the good moments with anyone, with the person that hurt me, or the person that is put me in an experience into my life. I need to embrace the good moments and don't focus in the bad experience, because
mhm.
everybody start tagging and pointing out like, oh, this has happened because of you. I'm this and this. No, you're not like that, and that's how you create this. There to be iconic, to put your experience, and people can get tools about that. And something that I just want to highlight another and your second post is embracing emotional turbulence, learning how to heal and thrive. And can you give me more details about how you feel in that, in that blog?
Yeah, so tech specifically, that is actually the third
Oh,
blog
this is the third.
post.
I just jumped in
Yes,
on the
that
second
is
one.
the third one. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. So that is the third one. Basically, with that one, I got really inspired as I opened up that blog post. I was spending Hollow weekend with my best friend, and we were at my we were at a hockey game, my first NHL game, and I love Seattle Kraken, and I was so excited. And we were living our best lives, our most iconic lives. And then this song came on, and we all have those songs that remind us of our exes and bring us back to those memories.
Wow.
And it completely switched my demeanor while I was at this game.
Oh,
And then I had to deal with failure. And it kind of just all came together to come
wow.
to this beautiful ending of this blog post.
Actually, and I saw a video in TikTok. If you don't follow her in TikTok, I'm gonna give you the TikToks, and also it's gonna be in the description, the link there, so you can follow her in TikTok, because she did have the tea time with Amanda. So so
I do.
I know it's iconic, girl. It's iconic. Do you think I'm not gonna expose your branding? I will do. It's like, I will do. Um, so is actually I love your journey during the blogs. I want to keep pointing out like details, because you're so talented.
Thank
You
you.
have a writing skill as a written. Let me tell you, there are certain people that can cultivate you and some you know talents like music, vocal, like anything. Writing is a powerful journey to embrace and connect with people in a way that's my reason Harry Potter has become the most famous movie on the entire planet, because it started as a book. Imagine yourself as a movie, as a telenovelas or
I
something
do
like
every
that.
day. I'm starring in my own telenovela.
Your
I'm
own
just
telenovelas. It's like
I'm just waiting for my happy ending, but it's fine.
but it will be happy ending. I know. I know. Should I say it?
No,
Okay. Should
do
I say the
not
happy
say that
ending?
out loud.
We might. You're being manifesting that, and I will help you out to get it.
No, that's okay. We don't need to mention it out loud. Please don't.
You know what? No, it's not gonna shake. But something that you want to achieve with this dare to be iconic. What is going when you see yourself? Where exactly to to expose more your branding?
Yeah, so I can't reveal too much because I do have some exciting stuff in the works. But basically, if we're thinking about it, my hope and dream for Dare to Be Iconic is to be a self love movement that empowers a generation of women or just young individuals in general, because everyone, excuse me, is iconic. But more specifically, the young women, because we're in a society that loves to tell us who we should be and what we should do and all of this. And by me sharing my life and spilling the tea about it and all the lessons I'm learning, I hope that I inspire a whole generation of women to dare to be iconic, to dare to be themselves in a world that keeps telling us how we should be.
Something that I just want to highlight to people that is watching into this program right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe and give a like and comments. Comment a lot. Make questions to Amanda. We're gonna see this post right now in YouTube Premiere. But also I just want to put a little so people can understand. So Amanda have this blog. It's called Dare to Be Iconic. She expressed everything that happened in her life in the 2022, 23, and it's sorry, 2022 exactly.
2023.
2023 exactly. But
More.
the event happened in 2022. So
Yes.
2022 to 2023, and she write it everything in a blog. They give you tools to, and also they give you the story about a perspective of life. Actually, I love the way build the sentence to people feel like, oh, this is the thing that worked for me, but can work for you because it is more like manifesting and making affirmations. That's something that you do. Can you give me more details about how you guide people and give you that tools to based on your point of view?
Yeah. So I think I have to give credit to my dad because he always said I was a great writer. And I didn't really believe it until I started my blog, because writing is something that I find so therapeutic. But to answer your question, I think it really just comes down to changing your mindset and bringing in more gratitude into your life. And that can't really happen until you start changing your mindset to think more positively. And that's my hope with writing my blog, is to give a more positive perspective, a more positive tone when talking about some really hard stuff, and how we can still bounce back, be resilient, but also be positive about it.
And the thing is, like the perspective. How do you see your life and how the life can be if you change your mindset? Am I
Mhm,
correct?
mhm. Exactly. I think the three main pillars of obviously Dare to Be Iconic are how you perceive yourself, how you portray yourself to others, and then what you learn from it.
So, uh, so guys, actually, you can watch every details of Dare to Be Iconic and directly to dare to be iconic.com. So you can watch every blog posted every day and in social media. Well, every day though, every other week. Am I correct, right?
It's actually every other Tuesday.
Every other Tuesday. So I say every other week because I was trying to tag where was the day exactly, but it was like every other Tuesday. So today is 19. So today our blog, right?
Yes, it would be the introduction to actually my love letters to myself post, which I'm really excited about. Um, I guess if we go into it, my post from last week is about turning pain into power, which is something I really believe in, which is all about turning, um, how do I say this nicely? A messy situation or a really not so happy situation into a positive and into strength. And so, for instance, it would be the breakup was October 10th, 2022. I wanted to reclaim that day and make it my own and
So
turn pain into power. So a year later, I released my blog. That was the catalyst for it.
actually, you say that right now, and I'm just going to the webpage, and it actually said the first really launch of your first blog was October 10, 2023, and you
A
called it.
year after my breakup, yes.
Yep, you called it healing after
Heartbreak.
heartbreak. How many
Yeah.
traumatic breakups changed my life? And then the next post was on October 24th. I told you I'm gonna give you all the details to people so can they go there. So October 24th day is called Rebuild and Rise, your 4-step plan to unleashing your inner icon. And November 7th was embracing emotional turbulence, learning how to heal and thrive. And November 28th, that was last week, imperfectly iconic and symphony of growth, grace, and authenticity. Um, wow, I'm just I'm thrilled and stunned for your creativity. It's like every time
Thank
that you
you.
text me, can you review this? It's like, and I saw you. I'm seeing, and I'm not saying saw because it's past tense, but I'm seeing your growth, your healing process, and that you know I feel joy. I feel I feel that I'm actually growing with you and somehow because
Thank you.
even I'm knowing you as a person, I'm knowing you as a writer, as a motivator. I'm seeing you more confident in social media. I see everything about what this journey is helping you and helping me and helping other people. And that's my reason I didn't hesitate to bring you here because it is something that you need to share with with me. You already did with me. I'm just a huge fan. I'm always being there to be iconic. Every time that gonna launch a new one, she's like, can you see this and give me your feedback? I would love to because I'm like I'm the first one reading a phenomenal blog that gonna help a lot of and thousand people around the world. I'm seeing it, and every time that you show me, I'm very gratitude to be helping in your journey and also be part of that.
Thank you for saying all those nice words. I did not pay him to say that, everyone.
No,
Just want to
didn't.
let you know.
She didn't. It's like remember, I'm still looking little sugar daddy for all the production that we invest in
Oh,
this. But
Hector.
sugar mommy, but it's not gonna happen. But I try my best to behave. I try my best. Remember, I try
You
my
know
best.
what? You lasted longer than I thought you would, to be honest. So I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you for waiting until you could just like.
I know it's a talent. But um, so before going to the next segment of the night, because Amanda have a fun segment today, and we called it the daily reminder. With a daily reminder with Amanda, and she gonna give us details and a lot of stuff, whatever she want to do. But also today, ladies and gentlemen, is Amanda Natural Day.
Yeah. I am 25 years old.
Wow,
25 and
25 years
fabulous.
old. So we're gonna sing happy birthday for you, right? Okay. it's, like,
I'm going, I don't think I have a choice, Hector.
it's like I don't have
I
music,
think you're
so
gonna
I
do
can
it
sing.
anyway.
No, happy birthday. I'm just
Thank you.
very happy
Thank you.
that you are celebrating with us. And so everybody in your social media platform, please shout out to this wonderful woman that she's turning 25 years old. Oh my
Thank
god.
you. It's the most iconic day of the year.
It's like I am actually in another half of life because she is 25. I am 30 something. And and it is like it is a bless. It is a bless that right now in this point of your life you are getting something that you wanted for a long time. What it was like that your dreams are becoming true, and I'm very pleased that you are doing it right now, and I'm very grateful to see it building up. And thank you so much for sharing your story. Something else you want to add before going to the daily reminders?
No, I think I'm ready to get into these daily reminders. Let's
I'm
do
just
it.
excited to talk about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, for today and today only, because it's National Amanda Day, or Amanda
Yes.
National Day, ladies and gentlemen, this is Daily Reminder with Amanda. I don't wanna miss it. 2,000 miles in an ocean away, but I see the sun. A daily reminder with Amanda. So everybody know it's National Amanda National Day, so we have the balloons to celebrate her birthday. So tell me about it. What's going on? Tell me the reminder. Any kind of reminder. What's going on? What's going on tonight?
Well, lots of celebrations. I think let's start with this, right? So I think birthdays are so special. I have always been the girl who loves my birthday. You can ask my parents, you can ask my poor sister. I love my birthday. And here's why actually. We are so blessed to get another year around the sun with not a lot of people are able to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it is a privilege to get older. And I am so blessed that I'm able to celebrate my life and to welcome all these new chapters, but specifically chapter 24, which has been the most transformative chapter of my life. It's where I really came into my own, where I really learned who I am, where I really took the risk on myself and did things that scared me. But I've never been more thankful for 24, and I'm just ready for 25. So that's why I make my birthday a big deal, because especially this one, because it means so much to me, but because it's so important to celebrate life and the opportunities and blessings that we get.
And you are very blessed with a lot of like
I
your
am.
journey. You are your so blessed because people they need to like world the world need people like you, Amanda, and this is something that you need to earn it and receive because life is has been so good and it's gonna be continuously being so good for you. You are light, you are inspiration, and your motivation. And I
Thank
just
you.
I'm very blessed that I consider we met and our path, our life has been, connected and somehow because something that I always learn and I do the same. You and I, we are kind of similar because we do the same thing when we come with birthday. My birthday, I say that first of all, my birthday is entire month. Second, I celebrate my birthday like it's Happy New Year. So Happy New Year actually is nothing for me because
Okay.
I reborn as a new chapter and as
I love that.
a new mental behavior every year.
Hmm.
I grieve. I cry the day before every experience that I had in the past year and every bad events or anything that I learned or embrace whatever I achieved during that process. And the day before, I cry like everybody was dying or something like that. But it's like I'm letting myself die that past because in
It's
my
so
new
interesting.
in my new version, I want to become more growth, more powerful, more motivated, more happy, and achieve more the thing that I didn't do yesterday.
Mhm. It's
So
so
the
interesting that you mourn your past, though, because for me, I see it more as when I turned 25, right? I'm still the Amanda I was. I was at 23. I was at 16. I was at 5 years old. Like those Amandas are still there in me. She just grew and learned a lot to get to this age now. So for me, it's so interesting that you mourn your old self in a sense, because for me, I look back and I'm like, I'm so grateful for all these chapters because, yeah, some were harder than others, but I still learned and I grew, and I wouldn't be at this age now in the place that I am without those Amandas.
thank you for like I said, you came here because for a reason. because you
I
changed
mean,
my
I did come 6 days before Christmas and 3 months early, so
light and perspective. Yeah, it's something blessed. And like I said, your perspective and your point of the see the stuff, the life and stuff that people cannot see, or like for example, why I mourn my past is a good question that I need to make by myself, because you put yourself out in that. It was like, yeah, I'm never being the same Hector.
mhm,
I'm gonna become a better version, but I'm still like the baby boy for 15 years old, the boy from the 20s over it's still the same one, but I decide to change my perspective at a certain point in my life to start receiving more benefits of that. So
mhm.
it was my tragic experience that I have. So I that's my reason I think there was a more like more. But thank you for sharing that, because tomorrow I'm gonna start thinking why I'm just mourning my past.
Yeah, it should be more of a celebration if you think about it, because you're able to get older and to get
Ouch.
wiser and to get hotter. Like, hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Like,
Hector's more hot than there was like a kid. Yeah, I'm looking more handsome right now. I can. I
but like
can.
honestly, like to be thankful for all the versions of you that come into who you are now.
Again, thank you so much for sharing that.
Of
I think I
course.
need it, and somehow I'll tell you our conversation will be like something different, but turn out the way that I was looking up, because I like I said to you, I can learn something from you, and I can you can learn something from me. You can like people are in your life because you need to you need to teach
No, I
and learn.
definitely believe in that lesson that people come into your life and they go for reasons and you learn for a reason.
Yeah, it
Like,
can be a teacher or can be a learner,
mhm,
either or. And that thing is, like, it doesn't matter. This is not matter how old you are, or how age is relevant in that time. It is your experience is very different than mine, and your perspective is different than mine. So that's we can
mhm.
have the same experience but different perspective.
Exactly. And you can learn from relationships in different ways than
Mm-hmm.
you can. So, for instance, right, in our common friend group, you can learn from me and our other friend something completely different, or you can take the same message. You know what I mean?
Yep. It is. I think. I think there are people that tell you the same thing, but in different ways,
Yeah.
so you can understand. Because you, this is something that's happened. You tell advice to someone, but that person doesn't pay attention to you because you are her friend. But somebody stranger comes and have more confidence and more, you know, wisdom,
Yeah.
and say the same thing
It's
that
all
you
about
say, but
how
in
we
different
receive the
words.
message and where
It's
we
wording.
are
It's
in
more like
life
about
too, you know? Sometimes people will pick things up differently depending on how people say it.
the word. The word is actually more like the way you word it, like more respective.
Mhm.
So that is the thing about being iconic. First of all, be true yourself.
Yeah, being iconic is basically being so comfortable and confident in your own skin and daring to be yourself, because that's the most scary thing in this world, right? To be yourself, to be authentically yourself. So be proud of you.
And again, the three words of they are to be iconic. I know one of them is write it down, embrace it.
Mhm. I'm staying quiet so I can see what you can tell me because I wrote it, so I
That's
know.
like
I know the lesson.
it's like no, because I'm paying attention. So I pay attention. I know, but there one that I'm still like struggling on that. But it's like I every time that I write it down, embrace it, learn, and be iconic.
Always.
It's like she don't want to help me. She don't want to help me at all.
No, that was your homework.
Well,
Everyone
she
in the comments, go comment the 3 pillars of Dare to be Iconic.
I'm not looking for the page. I know I don't. I know that I know the word, but the problem is that it's not coming right now into my mind. She gonna text me later. It's like I hate you. No, but-
No,
so
all your followers who are listening to this, watching this right now, go and drop the 3 pillars of Dare to Be Iconic in the comment section, and then message Hector about it.
yeah, and I'm gonna make a TikTok or a video in Instagram for that. So it's gonna be a challenge for us and into the spotlight. So you're gonna see me. So I can remind her, and I hide it in my life. I'm gonna induct it in my life every day.
Good. That's what I hope with this whole journey, right, of Dare to Be Iconic, is that these are universal lessons that anyone can take and adapt it to what's going on in their life.
Of course, and as I said again, people in the comments, into the spotlight fans, please comment what is the three
The three
words,
pillars.
the three pillar words of dare to be iconic. So you can be your authentic self as well, and also it's a healthy reminder for me because we already had
Yeah,
the
because Hector
daily.
forgot it in our interview.
we had we had already a daily reminder again for me. It was supposed to be for you guys, but had a daily
Mm,
reminder for me.
look at that. We all need daily reminders, right?
Yeah, and now it's gonna happen. Daily reminder every day. Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
you're going to get thousands of comments of what the pillars are.
Oh yeah, and I told you I'm gonna make a video, and I was like,
You're
I'm so
welcome. It's the
sorry,
Amanda
Amanda.
effect.
I, I- Guess what? I'm gonna put sticky notes in my fridge every day with the daily
I
reminders,
love that, as you should.
and I'm gonna make a video and I'm
As
gonna
you
post it
should.
in TikTok so everybody can see that I'm doing my work and I'm learning. I learn. I learned very fast with that. Ladies and
Good.
gentlemen, you can find Dare to Be Iconic on the website www.daretobeiconic.com. You can follow Amanda and her social media, Instagram at Amanda Payu 1219. Again, Amanda Payo, Payo 1219. Also, TikTok is like that, right?
It's the same handle, yes.
Yeah, you can follow her in TikTok. All the social media platform links will be in the description of this video. Please do not to subscribe, give a like, and share this video with
Yes.
Amanda.
Like and share this video.
Yep, and please comment and remind me, reminding me,
Yes,
please.
remind Hector what the 3 pillars are of Dare to Be Iconic,
Yeah, please,
because
and also,
he forgot his homework.
yes, I did not forgot. Oh my god.
That's
Also,
so iconic of you,
yeah,
by the
of
way.
course. Evading. I know. Um, you can follow her also at Facebook at Amanda Paolicelli.
Yes.
You know how I did my test. I did my work. I was studying your last name
As
for the
you
past few weeks.
should. It's a great last name. I'm proud to be a Policelli.
Yeah, but we didn't ask about this. But you're Italian Hispanic,
I'm Italian and Cuban.
Cuban.
Yes.
You see, I was missing something. So you 25 years
A
old Italian.
cultural mix as iconic as my personality.
Yeah, it is very iconic. Guys, you can find the link of Dare to Be Iconic website in our description. Please, um, give her a shout out for her because she's doing a great and awesome job. Please support her. She's amazing, and I'm
Thank
very
you.
glad to have her as my first guest and here and into this spotlight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm very pleased and I'm very amazed because you are so talented and I'm very proud to be your friend. And when you
Thank you.
you are already famous, but the problem is when she become a superstar, that's gonna be more iconic.
You know it.
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not miss out into the spotlight every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I give you applause to our first guest and this season premiere and an English speaker only. I don't know how I did, but my feedback is coming after this video. So, nothing further ado. Thank you so much for watching, guys. What's up, buddy? Until next time.
Bye.